What's up, everybody? 49's Fine, back at you again today with another precious metals video. And today we're gonna try to tackle some big questions. How much silver should you own? Let me preface this video by stating this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. As we're stacking and as we're progressing through our goals in regards to our silver stack or gold stack or both, everyone starts to wonder, how much of this stuff should we actually own? And I don't have a direct answer for that. I don't have a right or wrong answer for that. Well, actually, I do have a wrong answer for that. And the wrong answer is 0 ounces. But I don't necessarily have the right answer. I'm just telling you what I'm gonna do. I've got about a 3-month emergency expense in fiat dollars. And if anything bad happens, I can cover it. Just about anything I could think of that would be financially damaging, I can cover it because I have a 3-month emergency fund in fiat dollars. Now, when it comes to my silver stack, my goal for my silver stack is to eventually acquire enough silver to cover 6 months worth of emergency expenses. Silver to me is step 2 in my protection against bad financial situations. There's 2 big reasons why I would stack 6 months worth, or why I am attempting to get to a point to where I've stacked 6 months worth of silver. Number 1 is because if my emergency fund is somehow completely exhausted, completely wiped out, I hope that never happens, but if it does, I'll have enough silver that I can turn around in exchange for fiat to cover whatever that expense may happen to be. So 6 months worth of emergency expenses in a precious metal like silver is a great thing to have, especially if it manages to appreciate over time. And the second reason I want a 6-month emergency fund worth of silver is because whenever the gold and silver ratio closes, I want to have enough silver to exchange for a decent amount of gold. I don't want, you know, the gold to silver ratio to close and then I only have enough silver to get a hold of 1 ounce or 1.5 ounces. I want to be able to pick up several ounces of gold by exchanging through the gold silver ratio and still have a decent amount of silver left over in my stack. That's why I'm trying to finish this tube of maples. I'm going to get a ton of buffaloes, and I'm going to get at least 4 or 5 10-ounce bars over the next year or so. I want to have a very substantial silver stack. I want multiple tubes of buffaloes. I'm going to complete this maple tube, but I specifically want a lot of buffalo generic rounds, low premium stuff, and I also want a lot of bars. And right now, my main goal short term is to get a hold of 5 10-ounce bars, and then as I move forward, I want to get a 20-ounce bar, and then as I move forward beyond that, I really just want to beef up my stack in general. That way I can cover myself not only against emergency situations, and I can also exchange for the gold and silver ratio. So 3 months in fiat dollars, that's what I'm doing. Everyone's situation is different, of course, but for me personally, I have 3 months worth of fiat dollars. I want to attain 6 months worth of emergency fund in silver. And then I want to establish a decent stack of gold for long-term savings. My gold will never be considered an emergency fund. That is long-term wealth preservation and wealth growth that I'm never going to touch. I'm never going to sell. I'm just going to hold on to that. And I'm going to use my silver 6-month emergency fund and my fiat 3-month emergency fund to protect it. And all the while, I'm going to be, investing in things like S&P 500 after the election year is over. That will also help grow my wealth on top of that. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's where my mind is at. That's what I'm aiming to do. There's not a specific number of ounces of silver that you necessarily need to shoot for. You kind of need to look at your situation, ask yourself, what does me owning this do for me? What security or utility does it provide to my life specifically, personally? And then you can kind of determine your number of ounces off of that. It's going to be different for everybody. But Those are my goals, 6 months worth, and I'm not even close yet. I'm probably, when you don't count my collection, I'm probably only at about the 1 month mark, maybe. I need to get quite a bit more, but that's the joy of this. Stacking requires a ton of patience, and it's a lovely, fun journey to pursue. I've been enjoying every step of the way. So anyways, guys, really take a look at your situation. Ask yourself, what are these pieces doing for me? What do I buy them for? What benefit do they provide me? What security do they provide me? And how much do I need to cover an emergency situation? And how much do I want to be able to convert into gold if the gold and silver ratio closes? I hope that helped you guys in figuring out what your plans are long-term, mid-term, short-term, moving into the future with your silver and gold stacks. But anyways, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.